There's a long cloud in the center of a sliver moon, breaking up the light. And in my mind, I'm a child in Mineral Wells, Texas. I called him from Austin, missing the farm, and he said, "Son, that ain't Texas. That's just a bunch of stuff stacked up in a big pile." If I told about Texas and all I know, I'd stop the world. Ain't honest, she was evil mean as a wicked old witch, always screaming and hollering at us kids for playing rawhide with the lonely-eyed cows. From one end of the pasture, we'd go chasing them down, through thicket and thrush, mesquite trees and the brush, alarming the bird, renaming the herd. The heart of a place the longhorn holds, where a cowboy grows up like his grandpa knows. Grandpa, he'd rip Aunt Ina to pieces in the kindest old way for being so cruel to us kids, wild aching to play. Down to the tanks with the catfish and the West Texas snakes and the smell of that light on a West Texas night. It's just like I said. It's just like I said. If I told about Texas and all I know, I could stop the world. Call it nostalgia, call it desperation, call it mean, call it anything you want it to be, but I can't help it the way I feel now, and I can't find much else these days to go on about. Remember walking out back in Grandpa's big boots with a pole and a hopper and an empty skull can I was pretending to chew. I'd cut through the peanuts and out through the beans and find a little place to let myself dream, and Grandpa, he'd meet me dusk down near the tanks, and we'd sit there quiet till dark on the banks. We'd drive into town on a long flat stretch of road as long as that 8-track Glen Campbell Road. And the drone of the highway in a 68 Ford and the drone of a big blue night sky, a diner window affords. He'd sip on black coffee and stare up into astronaut space while I ate up seconds from his cherry pie plate. Then back out to the farm and a long sleepy drive that I never remembered but for waking up inside the house. For him to wake me up mornings, "Boy, let's go wake up the cows." And then Granny's gravy on a table waiting there on my mouth, and homegrown food I could go on forever talking about. In Texas, they know what I'm talking about. I wish you could feel what I'm feeling right now. It's just like I said. It's just like I said. If I told about Texas and all I know, I'd stop the world. There's a long cloud in the center of a sliver moon, breaking up the light. And in my mind, I'm a child in Mineral Wells, Texas.